Hello again, FlossTube. It's Cowgirl Kate, and I'm back already. I know, 2 in 1 day after being gone so long, with Mania plans. Being my camera is kind of touchy sometimes. I was scared that I would get kind of windy with the Mania plans and the computer would time me out and cut me off. So, I'm going to eliminate that issue by just making a video strictly for the Mania. So, here we go. The first one of my plans for Mania, I'm going to start the Snowflower Diaries. Me and another lady are doing them together. True to the course, seems every stitch along I get into with someone, they're a fast stitcher and I'm a slow poke. So she's already finished one and mine looks like this. But I'm going to do the set on Sandcastle Jobelin. It's a very soft neutral. Sorry if that's got glare. Very soft neutral color, and it's basically like a sandcastle. Those colors. So the colors I'm going to use for it. This is a big, huge bag of Old Willow Stitchery hand-dyed threads, and they're all discontinued, and I've had this bag for probably at least 8 years, and just because my LNS, oh my goodness, when they first started they were in above a grocery store, and then they moved down to the street to a bigger place, and anyway, these threads got discontinued and I bought them there. I think I got 4 of them for $1. So over the course of a few trips I pretty much cleaned out what they had, and so I'm going to be using these for the little animals and such. I'm not sure if I got enough of one color to do all the borders, because I would like to keep the fabrics and the borders to match, but then, you know, whatever's inside can be whatever. So we'll see. If I don't have any in there, then I'm sure it ain't going to be too hard to just pick up a color. A definite new start for Stitch Maynia will be Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia. She will be on the same gold spinner fabric that I have my Queen of Peace on. Her colors just looked really nice on it, so I thought, well, that's that, and I don't have to go buy fabric because it was in my stash. I'm not sure when I will start her. These are just tentative plans for the month because it's already so crazy that I can't pin myself down to such and such and such, because I never know day to day what's going to be going on, and if I'll even be awake enough to stitch at night. So I'm hoping this weekend. Sunday is the 1st, and I'm hoping that that'll be my Gypsy Queen day. So fingers crossed, because I've been waiting. I've been saving her for Mania. The other tentative start, or one of them I should say, is this one. It's called The Sanctuary by The Drawn Thread. And I love this. It's got all sorts of animals, all sorts of flowers, different specialty stitches. It looks really old with all the different motifs in there. I just love it. I just think it's so elegant, and it has enough different things going on that just remind me of happy times, and why not? So it's been sitting in my stash for probably 10 years. So yeah, Mania is kind of brought out the let's get this stuff done I could say something else, but you know, I'm not outside farming. So those two are going to be definite new starts. Beyond that, I don't know what else is going to come, and I'll probably try to do either a weekly or bi-weekly update on how things are going and what'll be coming up next. So, you know, things will change. It's going to be very manic, and I apologize that there isn't more structure in it, but right now I just can't do structure. The other whips that I will be taking care of will be the Summer Queen. She's in here, and that'll be one that Kirsten started. I talked about it in a previous video, but Kirsten's birthday was in May, so I really want to focus on, you know, including a lot of her projects, or at least as many as I can, just because she and I loved Guilt-Free January back when that was the thing, and she was very much one at a time person, and I corrupted her, and Guilt-Free January helped with that. So I really need to, you know, keep the tradition alive, and having her project will kind of be like, you know, we're doing it all over again. So very, very sentimental there, but it's, yeah, she's gonna be with me for it. Another long neglected whip that I'm going to drag out for Mania will be this one, Waiting for Ships by Mirabilia. And I've actually done this one and finished it years ago. I would have to look again because I can't keep track of that in my head. But years ago. And I never got rid of the patterns just because a lot of times I'll redo them. And in her instance, she doesn't have a whole lot started on this, but this is what I have going on with her. You can see that. She's going to be a conversion, but I'm making her look like a koi. And so she'll have the orange and white and the black, you know, all these really vibrant and fun colors, especially on this. I'd have to look up what the fabric is. Especially on the, it's turquoise and blues fabric. I think it's Ocean Fantasy by Silk Weaver. Don't quote me, but I think that's what it was. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I'm certain of it is, because Kirsten had given me 2 pieces of this fabric one year for Christmas, so fairly certain that that's what it is. But anyway, she will look like a koi. She'll have black hair, so it'll be fun to get that one going again. It's been, oh, probably 3 or 4 years that she's been sitting around. So that's pretty much the gist of the Mania plans that I have for sure. Now, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to turn the camera here. But that box you see that Diesel is sitting on, that's loaded full with Mirabilias that are kitted and ready to go. So it can, there might be a Mirabilia explosion just because those are my favorites. I've been, you know, almost 20 years of collecting this stuff, so yeah, it's about time I get my act together and start working on these things. There's that. Over in the corner is the Celtics box. There's a couple in there yet that aren't started, and a bunch of them that need work. And Lindy Stitches is probably gonna, you know, cuss me out if I don't work on AON soon. Hi, Lindy Stitches. I haven't forgotten, and she's tentatively on the queue. I just don't know when. So hopefully, you know, soon. New haul. Everybody loves haul, at least everybody that I've seen their videos. But if you feel differently, you know, no big deal. You can cut out now. But I'm just going to get to some of the haul that I picked up in the last couple weeks. Being that I haven't had a lot of time to stitch and been kind of soaked in all these YouTube videos and Facebook, you know, with all the enabling that happens, I did manage to pick up a few things, and some of them can be blamed on other people, which to me is a blessing because they showed the light, you know, thank yous. And some of them are just things that have been on my wish list or my radar for a long time, and I thought I better step it up and get this stuff before it's gone. So anyway, without further ado, this one is Quaker Christmas, and you can see I have a couple of Quaker things, and I love how simplistic they are, and if you used a variegated thread, I mean, they're just so much fun to work on. I really like that style of things. With this one, I'm not sure of the colorway I'm going to use for it. I have to see the threads in person, but just going off of what the chart looks like, that's a lot of red. Or maybe it's cranberry, maybe it's burgundy, I don't know. But if it is a red, it's probably too much red that I want to deal with, and I might switch things around where the majority of it would be like a forest green variegated, and maybe the green part would be red, or the green parts would be gold and then like a metallic, and then some of the other motifs would be red, just to kind of give it a little more color. I haven't decided yet, but there's several of these out here, or out published. It's published by Bygone Stitches, 2011. And there's a few of these designs out there regarding the Christmas one. This one I like because when I think of Christmas, I don't really narrow it down to one thing. Because there's the parties and the presents and the tree and the decorations and the snow. There's all those things, and I can't really pin down one favorite thing of all of it. But at any given point of the year, when you hear a Christmas song, it all comes flooding back to you, and it's just a warm fuzzy. So for me, Christmas music has always been the hinge on which Christmas lies. It opens that door to, you know, all the wonderful stuff of Christmas. I play a lot of Christmas music. I'll play it in the summer just because I love it. So this is perfect, and it can go in the music room. Yeah, I love it. So who knows, that might be a Mania start, but it's kind of big. Who knows? Easy enough to do, but who knows? I still have to kit it, right? These are more Prairie Schoolers. This one is Old MacDonald. And this one is a Farmer's Almanac. And for this one, I'm probably not going to do the black sun and the black moon. I'll probably just leave that area open because they just look weird. You know, they're not black in nature. You know, they just look weird to me, so I'm probably going to leave those things off. But I like everything else about it. With this one, I'll probably do this one for my older son, just because he loves all animals. And I'm already going to do the 3 Billy Goats Gruff for my younger son, so I'll do this one for my older son. And it's something that I'll probably hang it on the wall between their bedrooms, both of them. So this one and the Billy Goat Gruff one, they'll go good together, and yeah. And I'm just trying to round up as many prairie schoolers that I actually like because, you know, they're going out or whatever. And another one bites the dust, and I just hate that. I really do. This one is Country Cottage Needleworks. Sheep in the Meadow by Nikki Lehman. I'm slowly collecting all the little tiny sheep virtues, and I think that's by Little House Needleworks, but maybe it's Country Cottage. I'm not sure. I'd have to have them in front of me to know for sure. I'm sorry. But I was just Googling to find how many of the sheep virtues there were. And of course the pictures, there was someone had done, I have no idea who, but it was gorgeous. They did this pattern in the middle and then surrounded it with all the little tiny sheep ones, and I thought, that's what I want to do. So I grabbed that one. And let's see what else we got here. My L&S had a sale going on, so I ran down there quick. I have one that's about 45 minutes away, and then another that's about an hour and a half away. But this was the one that was closer. And when I got there, there was not only the sale that they had, you know, emailed me about, but they also had a corner of samplers that were 75% off. Yeah, how can you resist that? Not only that, but with the additional 20% off your entire purchase. Yeah, you pick them up for a song that day. So I was very excited. The only thing was I already had most of the samplers that I liked, you know, just from other sales and, you know, being at their shop or whatever. So I already pretty much knew what was in that section already, but they had a lot of old-time reproduction samplers and some Sweetheart Tree and so forth. This one I got, it's another Quaker one, and it's called Ackworth Friendship Book, an original design by Ellen Chester. And this is what it looks like. And I got it because I thought it was a very cute little small design. I have the Mary Wiggum Wardrobe by Judy Odell, and I thought, well, this will be kind of nice, you know, to just tuck, the motifs are the same, to just tuck that up inside and stick in there. It'd be, you know, a nice little set. So I'll probably do it in matching colors eventually when I get to it. But yeah, 75% off plus 20 off the total purchase. How can you beat that? That's like 95% off. I will never see a sale like that again. This one was also in that sale, and I got it just to kind of go along with the garden theme, honeybees and so forth. It's by Sweetheart Tree, and it's called Busy Bee Sampler. And I probably won't do it as the sampler, at least not immediately or whatever, but for the little house cottage